Chris, what has pleased you most, about the forward play in the opening 4 games?
There's been a lot of things to be pleased about. Again, I think we've sort of taken strides every week around our set piece stuff, and I think the key thing is that the boys are really open and learning, and we're transferring from the training field out onto the pitch. Didn't quite get our line out right on the weekend, but again, it's the system's intact. It's just a bit of technical stuff and some decision making that's going on there. So we'll tidy that up.
How did you assess the forward display out there?
I thought pretty well. They did a pretty good job out there. It was a very tough assignment, but we've sort of got through, and I think again they've worked pretty hard there. Again, it's a pretty tough place to go and play, and again, we struggled a little bit at set piece, just with particularly line out. So, we made it a little bit hard for ourselves at times.
Yeah. This weekend you're up against a particularly good pack in Ulster. Where do you see their main threats?
I think they've got a very well drilled forward pack that's giving their backs very good platform, and they're pretty direct. So, they play with a lot of energy. So again, we're going to have to be making sure that, the ball that we use, that we hold on to, we use it well. And, when we haven't got the ball, that we're putting as much pressure on them as possible. So, they're a pretty well-oiled team.
You had your first sort of sight of Justin Tipuric in action last week. What were your first impressions of him? Were they favourable?
Oh, absolutely. He's a world-class player, there's no doubt about it, and again he just brings a lot of energy and gets through a lot of work, as do a few of the other boys. So Tips is, again, he's come back into the group pretty well, pretty tidy.
How does he compare with some of the top flankers in New Zealand?
I think 7's a specialist role, and it doesn't matter where you go in the world, they play pretty similar sort of roles, and again he's right up there, isn't he? So it's a very similar sort of roles.
We were chatting with Steve last week, and he was saying that it's good competition because Sam Lewis played well in the opening games as well.
Absolutely, Sam's really taken his opportunities early doors, and again, it's a healthy thing for a team to be have competition around selection. So we're pretty happy with that all around. So that's going to be a good little fight there.
Ulster have got a particularly dangerous wing, who the Ospreys know all about, Tommy Bowe. How dangerous is he?
He's huge, mate. There's no doubt about that. But again, I think you've got to, from a team perspective, you've got to back your systems and get people in the right positions to bring guys like that down. So again, yep, Tommy's definitely a handful. There's no doubt about that. But again, we're going to back our D.
It's a great test for young Eli, isn't it? Going up against a world-class player like that.
Dead right. Yeah, absolutely.
Have you been pleased with Eli in the opening months of the campaign?
Yeah, I think he's worked really hard, and again, he's been early on. He's hadn't played for a while, so he was sort of searching for a bit of form. But I think he's really sort of he's trusted himself, and he's worked himself back into a good space.
Chris, Ryan Jones, has he left a little bit late, to make a run for a European place?
Well, the problem that Ryan's got at the moment is that he trained last week and pulled up with a calf strain. So to sort of, I guess, go on top of what he's already been dealing with. So from a selection point of view, it's going to be touch and go for him this week.
How serious is the calf strain?
It's enough for him not to be able to play. So and again, we've just got to assess where he's at this week as we go through.
He could do a sort of upturn in luck, couldn't he?
Yeah. No, we're definitely feeling for him, and he's he's obviously a huge part of our team, and again, have a guy like that involved in your squad is it's massive. So again, we've unfortunately for Ryan, but other guys get their opportunity.
Yeah, you must be quite pleased overall, particularly up front with the competition.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And you got guys like Jarvie coming back into the fold as well. So again, it's we're in a good spot. But I think the key thing is that it's about as a group how we move forward. And it's great having competition, but we've got to make sure that we're nailing our bits and pieces up front. And again, I think out of Connacht, we got put under some real pressure out there, and we didn't quite make the mark. So as a unit, as a forwards unit, we've got a fair bit of work to do this week.
guess the season goes up a notch in intensity over the next 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's quite exciting times, I think. Something that we definitely as a group we're looking forward to. So, you know, we've obviously got a very hard fixture at home this week against Ulster, and then we're into the Heineken Cup. So, again, we're just taking one game at a time and not getting too far ahead of ourselves. And, you know, we really want to make sure that we put a good performance in on our home turf against what is a pretty slick Ulster side. So, you know, again, that's just our focus purely for this week.
Just a word on Dan Vigor. I guess you all must have been pleased that he achieved that 1,000-point mark.
Yeah, to be fair, I wasn't aware of that, but I think that's a hell of a milestone, isn't it? You know, and again, he's been fundamental for this team, and you know, again, I'm sure he's got a hell of a lot of rugby ahead of him, so those numbers will keep telling up. But no, it was a pleasing moment for him.
A few months now. What's your assessment so far in rugby and Welsh rugby?
Oh, I think it's in a pretty healthy space, to be fair. Again, it's you know, you're comparing Southern Hemisphere to Northern Hemisphere. There's always going to be a difference there, but you know, it doesn't matter where you go in the world. The game's played with the same amount of passion and intensity, and the players want just as doesn't matter where you are in the world. You know, they want to do well. So, you know, I've been really impressed with the setup here at Ospreys, and I think in particular just looking around the other Welsh regions, I think it's in good space. You know, so then it's a great challenge coming into it.
Chris, you must be bemused by the political shenanigans that are going on the Heineken Cup.
Yeah, I don't know if bemused is the word, but look, I just really hope that they can find a happy medium here, because it's a hell of an important tournament for us to have, and I think, you know, to be part of that, you know, I guess for the whole Northern Hemisphere, have a competition that, you know, is pitching the best against the best is really important, and I just hope we don't lose sight of that, how important that's going to be, and I just hope that they come to some sort of an amicable sort of agreement to where we can have a European Cup of some sort next year.
All right, Chris, thanks very much.
Thanks, cheers.